Good morning, guys. It's just after 8 o'clock on this surprisingly warm winter morning. Something like 55 degrees this morning. The Allegiant VR headset video went live just a few minutes ago. I'm getting ready to have a little bit of breakfast. Time to get this day started. Good productive morning so far. I got the video about the FQ777954 completed. I'm gonna go ahead and watch it back and make sure everything in it makes sense, but basically just took it and flew it around the office again, talking about battery life and speeds and the camera and everything. So that one's done. Went ahead and unboxed the FY804, little teeny tiny Pico quadcopter, Pico. Ran it through the battery one time. Don't know how long it lasted. I actually just left the room and let it run. So I'm charging it back up, and then I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and do a quick flight or two around the office here to test battery life and headless mode and flips and everything, and hopefully not damage the motors in it. Those little teeny tiny Pico quadcopters have terrible problems with those motors dying, just because they're so small. So hopefully these don't. And then if there's time, I'm gonna try to take a look at the XK Detect, the XK250 Alien, whatever it is. I don't think it's XK Detect, I think it's just the XK Alien. Anyway, been meaning to look at that for a while, and it's just been sitting on the desk. And I am still working on my thoughts and impressions of the OnePlus X. Actually, I'm very glad that I've taken as long as I have, because there's a thread that popped up on XDA with some information about improving the recording quality on the camera in low lighting. I don't have mine rooted, I don't plan to root mine, but I will be mentioning that in the video, that if you're having problems with it and you're on 2.2, make sure that you go check for this, root it, and apply this, and you'll get much better recording in low light. But it's about 10 a.m., so it's time for my morning meeting. So it's a little while later at this point, actually almost 11 a.m. Had my morning meeting and everything. Actually got 2 videos done. The 954 video is uploading right now. I don't know if I got the second one done or not. I took a little bit of time. I still have to edit the video, obviously. I flew it around the room after it finished charging back up, and while I was flying it, I filmed the video about it. Like 5 minutes of flight time on this little teeny tiny Pico quadcopter, and I've kind of slammed it into the walls a couple of times, and it came back no problems. So I kind of really like this thing. I may put a link to it down below in case you're interested. Not as twitchy as I would expect for something this teeny tiny. But in other news, USPS just showed up with a box, actually 2 boxes, full of stuff. This thing, this is a battery for the LED panels. This was in that box by itself. So that's awesome. I'm not even sure what this is. Oh, this must be the AC adapter. And it's completely bound up, you can't get to it. But this is the Yongnuo YN300 Mark III. So now I can make a video unboxing it, doing a quick comparison to the YN300 Air, back and forth and whatnot between the two, and then maybe put them both up side by side and try that out as well. Yep, that is the AC adapter for the LED panels. And luckily it does all appear to be in there. So you have the brick as well as the power cable for the wall. So I'm gonna give this a test, and if this works out well, and I determined that I actually need it, I may pick up a second one because I got 2 lights, and I may pick up a third light. I don't know, this is gonna cost money. So as far as plans for the rest of the day, I'm gonna definitely try to get some more videos filmed while Christina is gone. I don't think I mentioned that. Christina had her first doctor visit since the baby was born, her own doctor visit, just to make sure everything's okay, because it's 6 weeks now. And so while she's out of the house, I'm like, let's make all of the videos. But I've also got to run over to the UPS store as well as USPS. Christina had a return from one of the things she bought on Amazon for the baby. She ended up not using it, so it's going back. And then I've got to mail that lens out. TK reached out to me. I keep mentioning TK in like every vlog now because he is just an awesome guy. But he and I have been going back and forth. I keep saying I'm going to be selling off lenses and stuff. And so he was asking me what I had. I told him all of them and what they do and what they're for and everything. And he said, well, how much do you want for, yeah. So he's going to buy this one lens off of me. So TK, I hope you enjoy it. Hope it works out really well for you. I loved that lens. Used that as a primary lens on my camera for probably a year, which if you know me, that's a really long time to use something. I've been a busy boy. Like I said, since Christina and Ellis are gone, I've been trying to get video stuff done. So I went ahead and actually finished up the FY804 video. I took it out back. I flew it in the wind. The wind is blowing ridiculously hard here today, and it was able to fly in that wind. Little teeny tiny thing, just sliced right through the wind. I'm shocked. And I've been doing some more research on file encryption, and the problem is I've got to encrypt these files that are ridiculously large. They're just backed up images of hard drive partitions on servers. So no matter what I do, it's going to take a really long time to do it. So that's fun. But you know what? It's getting to be about lunchtime. I think it's about time to head out and grab a little something, run by the post office and UPS store and everything. Well, that was good timing. I just happened to look over on my way out. Maybe while I was out back, I don't know when it happened. Google Express showed up. So as I was pulling out, there was a box sitting on the front porch. A ridiculously large box. You'll see it when we get back. Heavy box. I'm just hoping that I don't miss FedEx, because I've got another package from Amazon coming today, and for whatever reason, they're shipping it FedEx. But I think it's supposed to be here early in the afternoon. like 1:30, 2:30, something like that. And if I miss it, it's not like it's the end of the world or anything. They'll always come tomorrow. It's just a backpack that I ordered. It's been a surprisingly productive little trip. Got the lens mailed out to TK, got the box for Christina shipped out to Amazon, had a little bit of lunch at Qdoba and had entirely too many calories, but it was delicious. And apparently I've got a box sitting on the front porch from FedEx waiting on me. I got the notification from Ring that FedEx was on the door ringing the doorbell, and I actually got to watch the video of them drop the box and walk away. And actually while I was out, I ran into my buddy Nick, but he has been working on making more videos for his channel, and he went to PAX South and recorded a bunch of panels and stuff, so he's been editing all that video, and it's taking a huge amount of time to render. You can guess it, because he's using Sony Movie Studio. Movie Studio is a great piece of software in terms of being easy to use, but in terms of the render times, for whatever reason, it's just super slow. So I told him, you know, I started using Premiere Elements not too long ago. Oh, there's a cop coming. That was exciting. There was an initial bit of a hump to make it over to learn how to actually use it. Once I figured out all the keyboard shortcuts and some of the things you can actually do with the software, I think I prefer Premiere Elements. After talking to Nick about Premiere Pro, I don't think that I would actually want to switch up to that, just because there are so many of those nice little things to Premiere Elements, like fade in, fade out, without having to do keyframing, built-in titles and transitions, and just things to make it sort of easy. That's kind of the whole point. So he's going to come over and we're going to talk about it a bit, and I'm going to show him how I do things, and yeah. So by the way, here's our massive Google Express box. Yeah. Only the essentials. And of course the backpack box too. Hey, welcome back. Do you have a good doctor? All of the doctoring has been doctored?
Yes.
Doctored. And she brought back a boy. And he's snoozing. Same as it ever was. Except when he's throwing up. He's perfect. That was wonderful. Christina's replacement shoes showed up. They say on the outside, Brooks Adrenaline GTS 15, size 8B.
They're the right pattern.
They're the right color. And this one is an 8B. This one is a 7.
Are you kidding me?
You've got to be joking. No, it's a 7. It is. That's twice. That was a total waste. Was it the other way around the last time?
No, it was the same way.
So apparently she shipped these shoes back to Finish Line, and they shipped her the exact same box right back.
Yeah, they did, because look, had the same tag on it.
Oh, it's a clearance tag. It's a special. So they literally turned around and just handed the same box right back out. I thought when you did the replacement, you ordered a different pattern.
I didn't.
Okay. So yeah. Fun times ahead. I still cannot believe the Finish Line did that. That they shipped the exact same box, exact same pair of shoes right back to us that were wrong and that were returned for the reason that they were wrong. And the stupid thing is, we actually went ahead and ordered another 2 pairs of shoes from the Finish Line. A different color, a different style for Christina, same size. Hopefully it will actually come in and be correct. And then a pair for me, because even though they don't have the extra wide shoes that I need, because I've lost weight, I might actually be able to fit into a slightly slimmer shoe. So I figured I'd give it a shot. And the worst case scenario, the absolute worst case, will be all 3 pairs of shoes we will take back physically to the store and say, nope, you take these back now. Because that's just dumb. The blue Vivo XL video just went up, and this comment, wow. Person says, I hate your personality so much, but I'm here for the tech. And of course my response to that, thanks? Almost like this person is doing me a favor or something. No. Honestly, if I cared more about it, I would probably just block the person and move on, but there's no reason to. If you're watching the video, this is a person that the video had been up for about 10 minutes when this person commented on it. So it's not like there's somebody that just stumbled upon the video 2 years later and said how much they hate me. This is a brand new video, and within 10 minutes, this person has commented on a 6-minute video to say that they hate my personality. Yeah, good job there. Poor little baby's hungry. Sorry about that. And you sway just a little bit, and he gets to calm a little bit.
A boink.
What are you making faces at?
You missed it. It was so cute.
That's what we call the monkey face. Oh, now it's a poop face.
Ooh, what is that face? Boink.
He's like,
a boink.
He bopped his noggin. Hard to tell if these are genuine smiles or not, but
I think they are.
I'm good with it one way or the other.
A boink.
Hello. No, don't wink. You're winking at me. But he's figured out that that's a toy that he's supposed to play with. Oh. Whoa. Oh, isn't that thing fun?
Get that froggy.
Just punch it. Wow, it's much, much later. I mean, it's actually 10:30 at this point, so it's been hours since I've turned the camera on. And I'm sitting here with a little mister. Hello there. 10:30, like I said, he is wide awake. Wide-eyed awake. And not ready for bed. Nope.
I am.
She is. She's ready for bed. And I'm working on video stuff. My buddy Nick came over here after we got back from church. We were looking at Sony Movie Studio as compared to Premiere Elements. What? You just want to be involved in this too? Yep.
Trying to talk to you.
Just want to talk. But we talked about that for a while, just going on and on about what you can do with it and how you do certain things and different bits of technology and everything. And so that's what you missed, I guess. And you know what? I had big plans for the rest of this evening. All these other videos I wanted to make, but it ain't gonna happen. It's actually breaking the rules again. It's a little after midnight. Had a pretty nasty little issue with the Raspberry Pi 2. I guess I'm gonna have to make a video talking about setting up Raspbian on that because, and I didn't even think to search YouTube about it, but apparently when you put the Raspbian image on a micro SD card, it creates a 2 GB partition on there, so that filled up. That just filled up immediately. I don't even think it was 2 gigs. I think it was like 1.3 gigs of space on an 8 gig card, so there should have been plenty of room. But the good thing is I did find an article. I was able to live change the size of the partition, just had to reboot afterwards, and it was good to go. I think I actually had to reboot twice. No big deal. And the other thing that I've been just pounding my head away at is these 2 quadcopter videos that I uploaded today. I completely forgot to put outros on them. So I'm learning the ins and outs of the YouTube video editor, the ability to actually add things to your video after the video is up, even though you're not actually adding it to the video. You're creating a new video as a result of the things you're adding and changing. Which means that I've actually, at this point, got 3 copies of my FQ777954 video up on YouTube. They all say HD. I'm not convinced they're all 1080p. The last 2, the 2 that are correct, no, the one is actually 1080p 60, which means I can delete the others at this point, so that is perfect. I had that one scheduled to go up in less than 8 hours, so I was getting a little bit concerned. The one for the FY804, I've still got another day before it's going to go live, so no big deal there. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the other ones, and I'm going to cross my fingers and just hope that this doesn't kill everything. But the good thing is, because it was just an outro, all I had to do was upload this 10-second clip to YouTube, pull it into their little online editor and say, hey, by the way, smash these together. And it made me a new clip, 1080p 60, and so far everything looks good with it. And you know what, like I was saying, that has basically eaten up the entirety of the rest of my evening, aside from, I didn't do this on camera, but I ended up having to put Ellis to sleep because he was fighting. He did not want to go to sleep. So we made him a warm bottle and we calmed him and soothed him, and he was just in here in my lap fighting and rolling around and romping. He didn't want to go to sleep, and then all of a sudden he turned, he sat, like he put himself in a seated position. He scratched at my chest a few times like he was fighting, and then he stopped, and he sat there, and all of a sudden his breathing changed. I'm like, are you okay? And I looked, and he's out cold. He just passed out. Awesome, he's in bed now. But yeah, all these extra videos I was going to work on are going to have to wait until tomorrow because I can't even keep my eyes open anymore. So I'm going to finish this vlog up, head to bed. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for spending the day mostly listening to me talk about quadcopters, but also seeing a few adorable things along the way. And we will see you again tomorrow. Bye, guys.